Hello lovely people, it's been a while. So yeah, sorry about that, but I was having a break over Christmas and then had a little bit of a printable break as well. So yeah, I'm back now, and I sort of 2 kits down for 2021. One of them, I've decided not to bother doing videos for the mini kits because, you know, there's only a couple of bits in them, so it sort of seems a bit, you know, over the top to do a to do a video for just something that's like 2 pages of die cuts and two papers. So yeah, but I thought I'd do one for this one because it's that little bit bigger, and there are quite a few die cuts as well. So it's 4 papers and 4 pages of die cuts, and then there's 8 journal cards. I'm starting to try and sort of see how the kind of bigger journal cards look as well. So I've kind of started sneaking those into to some of the kind of newer kits. So yeah, it'd be interesting to have feedback from people though on whether or not they use those kinds of cards. I see that people do in project life, but yeah, it'd just be interesting to know if it's sort of worth, you know, if it's something that people want or not. So let me know. So okay, so what we'll do is we'll go through the papers first. So this kit is basically, I don't do Valentine's Day. Meh. That's my feeling on it. But I obviously know that a lot of people do. And, you know, some people, just relationships are different for everybody, but I know that some people, it's perhaps the only time of year when they maybe will receive like flowers from a loved one, or like even a kind of I love you, know. Some people just don't, they're not great at sort of telling people when they love them, you know. So I understand that for some people it's a really important sort of holiday because, you know, it's maybe the one time a year where you actually get that kind of recognition that you kind of want and you're craving. So you know, I'm not going to poo-poo it for people that, you know, really love it. And, you know, I love pink, so obviously it's a kind of holiday that I should be interested in because it's mainly the colour of the month, February. But what I've kind of decided to do instead is a kind of a love yourself kit. So there's still lots of bits and pieces in here that can work perfectly fine for Valentine's Day, but also, you know, not everyone's in a relationship. And when I was younger and I wasn't married, I wasn't with anyone, I always used to think like, oh god, I don't want to become one of those married people that all they do is talk about being married. And then, you know, don't want to be with anyone, don't want to talk to their friends about anything but that. And I just didn't want to be one of those people because they're the worst. So what I'm gonna do is this kit which kind of has a bit of everything in it, but it's also, it can be used for, you know, it doesn't necessarily need to be used for who you're with in a relationship with. It's for all relationships. So, you know, you can use it for your children, you can use it for your friends, your family, your mum and dad, you know, like it can be used for everything. So it's just an all-rounder. Yeah, because I don't want it to be specifically just for those couples. So here we go. We're going in first, going in with the papers. So I don't know if these are a thing in America, I'm not really sure, but nice little Nice biscuits. They're super cute, and I just love the little kind of fruity edges. So yeah, so I made some little biscuits, and then they've just got little, I don't know if that's coming through on the camera, but they've got tiny little polka dots on the nice. So they're really sweet. I really liked that paper. It's a very pale pink behind here as well, so it's not white, it's just a very off pink. So a sort of peachy pink. So yeah, just in case it kind of doesn't really come up on the screen that well. This one, which I love, is rainbows, which so far I haven't included, whereas like everyone went rainbow crazy for the past like 2 years on all kits, but I kind of refrained. So but now I'm doing it. It's happening. They're not popular anymore, so now I obviously like them. That's how I roll. So yeah, so I've just done a little rainbow here where I put in the kind of colours from the kit in, and then I saw this wallpaper on Pinterest which I became like completely obsessed with. It was like a sort of Victorian sort of wallpaper with this kind of repeating pattern where these kind of swirly, it was like emerald green, but they were like the pattern kind of swirled into itself, and I was just like, oh, that looks amazing. And so I thought, like, because originally I just had them on the page as just like individual rainbows, but when I saw that I was like, no, I'm merging them in. So yes, it kind of looks almost, there's sort of a wavy effect to it as well. But the cool thing about this is you can either use it as a full sheet in like a TN or whatever, but also what you could do is chop this into a journal card, and then you can stamp on the top, or you can like put alphas on the top. You know, there's sort of quite a few different things you can do with this. You don't necessarily need to leave it as just a, if it's a bit busy and you think, whoa, that's a bit too much. And you can also layer these behind your photos, so you know, you can chop out little bits of them. So that's another kind of possibility. This one's just a simple pale pink stripe. So I just wanted to kind of start including slightly less crazy prints that again just kind of work well. You know, you can chop off little strips of this and use it as washi. So yeah, it's just kind of got more options. And then just a big bold blue hearts in there as well. So normally you'll see that I kind of do, whoops, we're changing up slightly this year, in the sense that I'm still using these hearts that I use where they've got the kind of slightly wider side, but I'm kind of doing this style of heart as well, where it's just a little bit more symmetrical, but also a little bit more like puffy. so yeah, so they're quite cute. So just a repeating pattern of that as well. And again, that's quite nice to just use like, as again, you could chop like a little journal card out of that, or you can use it on a whole page, like an opposite page. And that's just white on the background as well. I decided not to put, I put a light blue behind it originally, but I quite liked it as just being the kind of white with the blue. So yeah, so they're the papers. And then we've got the journal cards, which I kind of a bit obsessed at the moment with doing this thing where I'm putting polka dots behind a lot of things, and then I'm also doing this kind of almost like a repeated stamp but slightly off, so it's not quite flush with the outline, if you kind of see what I mean. So I've kind of moved everything over slightly. So I've got this hello baby a big journal card with the stamping. I'm still doing the letterboards because I'm still obsessed with them. So I've got a little Mean Girls reference in there, which is that I'm sorry that people are so jealous of me, but I can't help it that I'm so popular, which is a Regina George quote. So I liked that. I thought that was quite fun. I've got a little, that's again to match the paper, I've got this nice biscuit, so I've got a You're Very Nice, which is cute. And you could also chop this out if you wanted that as a die cut rather than a journal card. This one, which made me laugh, which is a Talk Weirdo to Me, and again it's got a very pale little polka dot in the background there. So yeah, just again, not necessarily for, you know, that could be related to sort of friends and family rather than it being related to, you know, your partner. This one, which is a Dwight Schrute from The Office, that says, I just want to be friends, plus a little extra. Also, I love you, which is great. It's kind of something he says to Angela when he wants to keep their relationship going. I like your face, which again works for everybody. Can also, you know, these things can also work for, that particularly can work for pets as well. So, you know, that's quite good. This one, which says Heart Songs, which is a little reference to Weezer have a song called Heart Songs, which I really like. So I just sort of thought it'd be nice to have 5 little boxes there where you can put that through a typewriter, you know, to just sort of put, or you can just handwrite on there your sort of top favourite kind of love songs, which is cute, or songs that you just really, really like. And then this one, I've got a William Goldman quote here, which is from The Princess Bride, which says, I mean, I really do think that love is the best thing in the world, except for cough drops. But I also have to say that for the umpteenth time, that life isn't fair. It's just fairer than death, that's all. So yeah, I just really liked that. I thought that was a great quote. Cool, so there we go. So they're the journal cards. So a bit of a mix, but again, in the colours of the kit. So I'm keeping it all matchy-matchy. Whoop. And then we've got the die cuts, which there are quite a few of, so I'll just sort of spread them out. I've got a bit of a mix here as well, where I've kind of got, I made some teeny tiny little tags, which have got feline you, and then a little heart one there. So these are quite cute. You could pop them in a little pocket or something. Oh, there we go, I've got another one there. I like you very much, with a little bear. So they're sweet. I've still got the little circle discs, which if you use the circle punch, I'll put the link in the bottom for this Fiskars circle punch, which fits perfectly with a nice little border around these. So yeah, so I've got, there's a few knocking around. I've got a little pie chart there, which is really cute. So you can kind of stick that down, raise that up on a maybe a little foam pad, and have some little arrows pointing to it for the different sections. I've got As You Wish, which is also from The Princess Bride, which is like one of my favourite films. Got a little record there, although well, after I printed it out the other day I was like, it kind of looks a little bit like a boob. But never mind. I know that it's a record. Little envelopes, which I've had in a couple of kits before, but they're just sort of cute and they kind of work quite nicely with the kind of Valentine's sort of theme. Little pink pencil, which is very sweet. Got pizza with some pepperoni hearts because I like pizza. I like you, which looks quite sweet. Little rainbow there. I think I've got 2 knocking around in here somewhere, so the other one will appear at some point. Got a little It's Britney Bitch mug, which I really liked. There's another reference to Britney in here somewhere. For some reason I was like thinking I'm going to put it in. I'm not that innocent, there we go. So yeah, I just thought they were quite cute. Got this little card here which just says home with you on a repeated pattern, which is sweet. I've got another Mean Girls reference in, which is whatever, I'm getting cheese fries, which is fun. Oops. I started doing a few more sort of retro techie things because you know I'm obsessed. This is a little Sanyo headphones and a little Walkman, and I've just got, instead of putting Sanyo, I've got yo-yo. So yeah, so that's just a cute little thing. I've got a few of those sort of knocking around in this one. I did a little Crosley record player, but instead of Crosley I put fancy. So yeah, there we go. And then my massive boombox as well, which I've already, if you're on Instagram you'll have already seen that, which I'm really pleased with. So that came out really nicely. So yeah, it's a bit of a monster die cut, but I really like that. I've got a little jumper there with In Love With Myself on it, which is cute. I always have a little kind of smiley face in every kit, so that's the little smiley face from this one, and the little pink one. Oh yeah, there you go, there's the other rainbow, so one's just slightly bigger than the other. I've got, again, a kind of repeating thing in kits, are the little kind of labels, which people seem to really like. So yeah, so I've just got a little grid background, but they're cute. I've got a little lollipop there that says kiss me. One of my little people with a little heart-shaped dealy boppers, and she's holding a mug there that says self-love, so that's cute. Another sort of recurring theme in my little cassette tapes. I've got a little one there that's pink with love songs written on it. So there's quite a few opportunities here to kind of work with the journal cards to kind of make your little lists of sort of playlists and sort of love songs and things. A couple more little records here as well that kind of go with the record player, which you could use these as kind of little bulletin points as well in a little kind of list with the record player. Oops, I've got my cat with heart eyes, which is a bigger version of the little tag there, so that's sweet, which is slightly pink. I've made four little tabs. So I've put little tabs and then I've put some little words on them as well. So we've got a yes please, playlist, this and woo. So you can back to back these, or you could, if you don't want both sides to have wording on, then you can just sort of cut or like trace around this and then on a plain sheet of paper and then like cut it and then back to back them and then staple them together. So there's sort of options there, but they're quite sweet little things. And then again, like repeating from other kits, I've got a whole bunch of these little hearts, which I do like to put in because they're really fun. They can just sort of finish off anything really, like you can just use it as a little finishing touch to a photograph or a bit of journaling. You can use them as bullet points. I've seen a few different people use them in different ways, so yeah, they're just cute, so I always try and include them in different sizes. Similar with these guys, which are these little kind of Instagram sort of hearts. So we've got some little Instagram hearts there in different colours, which are cute too. So again, you can use these to kind of write a little list and have them pointing down to it on like a TN spread, or you can sort of attach them all together in a little line and run a sewing machine through them. I've seen people do that with these as well, which is very cute. So yeah, there's a few options for those. A little mug there with again a little Instagram heart on it, and then just finally, whoops, tiny little little pennants there. So they're quite cute because you can just sort of run them on the edge of a page, sort of stitch, sort of hang on, I just did that and knocked them over. But you know, like you can run them along the edge of a little page, kind of like a 1, 2, oops, my fingers, 3, 4, like that, and then just sort of run a little stitch along them, so they're kind of looping in the corner of a page. So they're quite cute, and so there's a few different kind of options with them. But yeah, so there we go. So that's the whole kit. So a bit of a monster, but again, not as big as some of the other bigger kits have been. There's just a nice mix there of different things that you can use in different ways. A few different kind of fonts as well and things, and but yeah, mostly the colour palette is kind of pink. So yeah, so there we go. I hope you like it, and if you have any questions about anything at all, then feel free to leave a question in the comments and I'll come back to you. And yeah, I'll leave it there, and I'll be back again soon with another video, probably some more printables, and one day I'll finish my December daily, and then I'll put up a process, well, sort of a couple of process videos, or like a flip through of that, because I don't even know where I am in it now. I think I'm day 11 and I want to kill myself, so I don't know when it'll happen. Where are we now? We're the 16th of Jan, so I don't know. It may get finished in January, but if not, I'll be one of those people that will be participating in the finish before December thing, the panic in November 2021. But yeah, I'll anyway, I'll leave it there. But yeah, if you have anything you want to say, then feel free to pop it below. Okay, and I'll speak to you all soon. Lots of love to you all, guys. Take care. Bye.